Put your camera down and enjoy the moment. You may have heard that one. Maybe you've even done it. There is somewhat of a crazy romanticism about taking everlasting memories. Intoxicated by likes and follows, addicted by algorithms and poisoned by the pressure of comparison, giving rise to this very advice. Take your eyes off the viewfinder and see the world as it truly is. Live the moment instead of capturing it. But where would this footage be if not for actually capturing it? Where would this video and all the other videos be? And isn't living the moment just as romanticizing as trying to capture it? This is not only probably, but with certainty, the most reoccurring discussion and the most reoccurring question asked when traveling and taking photos or making videos. And it comes in all kinds of different forms. Questions, assumptions, statements, complaints, and even criticism. People say things like, "This is exhausting. I couldn't do that. This takes way too much time. This would bother me. It would distract me. It takes away the magic." But does it really? I think it's partially actually even contradicting. Like, the very same people would tell me that taking photos or videos takes way too much time and they could do all these different things in the meantime. But on the other hand, the very same people would tell me that I need to take the time to suck it all in, the moment, the experience. That's ambiguous. But maybe that's just me. Anyway, I was also at a point during our travels where I didn't feel like using the camera at all. I didn't feel like taking any photos and I did not feel like creating any videos. That was during our time in Bali. And if I look back at the footage I actually shot, it pretty much looks like we were only working, which also needed to happen, like me being broke on travels. That's a reoccurring theme. Very broke. White then broke. I'm broke. But what I'm trying to say is that I actually did not really remember much about our time on Bali. And that's kind of the thing with memories. If you don't really keep them fresh, they fade. But after I started looking not only through the footage, but also through the photos we took during that time, and through everything that I had on my phone, I started remembering. Remembering how I arrived with a seemingly broken laptop, and I then figured out that I just needed a new charger, which I got from a local tech store. I remembered how we almost immediately left Bali to go to Lombok and surf for the first time since South Africa. How we actually explored a little of Lombok, and how we were stuck for 10 hours on a ferry on the way back to Bali.
What is happening?
I remembered how we lived in Ubud.
This has been our home. Potential working space 1, working space 2, working space 3, bathroom. Hey, how are you doing? And we even had a kitchen.
I really missed it, cooking our own food instead of always going to the restaurant. And I really don't want to talk about the food because it's just too much, and it was just too good, and it hurts to remember actually. I also remembered how I worked and finished one of my favorite projects to this day, and how you reacted to it. I remembered how we met Bayu from FNPF and how much more this experience actually pushed me and inspired me to create a vlogdocumentary about the situation of orangutans and the rainforest in Borneo. I also remembered how we were looking for the rural Bali and how we had to leave just when we were about to actually find it. What I actually did not forget was just how overrun Bali was with people searching and looking for the quote-unquote authentic experience. What I ultimately found were not only specific memories, but actually a whole lot more memories related and connected to them. Not specific photos and videos that made me remember a specific situation, but actually everything around it in a way. And my memories before actually looking at those, my memories about Bali felt really dull, to be honest. But just a brief look on those photos and videos and that whole experience our whole time was just vividly coming back to life. I hope at this point I kind of made clear that it should not really be living versus capturing the moment. They're kind of a balance, yet there are 3 misunderstandings I'd actually like to talk about. One of them being, if you're looking through your camera, you're not actually looking. And what I have to say about that is yes and yes. If you're like aimlessly pointing your camera everywhere and you never take it off to actually take a look with your own bare eyes, you're missing stuff. You're definitely missing out. On the other hand, what I found and kind of realized is that when you try to take a good photo or a good video, or you're searching for perspective, or rather you start searching for perspectives and for details, and you pay a whole lot more attention to what actually is around you. Number 2, if you edit it, it's not reality. I don't know if that's actually the goal. So if you're a photographer or consider yourself an artist in any kind of way, that's not necessarily what you're trying to do. But I would also like to point out that yet I have not seen a piece of tech that is able to show me that experience that I've seen with my own eyes. Reality kind of always is better, or at least different. It's a different experience. That's the difference between actually living through it and capturing it. So whether you edit your photos and videos is really up to you and what you're trying to express. Number 3, my phone takes good photos too. And I believe you, my phone unfortunately doesn't, it's a quite old one. But how often do you actually look through the photos on your phone? How often do you actually take it in your hand and scroll through them and then kind of relive those memories? Lots of people actually don't. It's just their memories sitting inside their phone, never to be seen again. And I think that's sad. And that's also like the very reason that I love to create stuff out of my memories, out of the footage and the photos I took. That's why I still keep taking photos and videos, even though I sometimes don't know what actually to do with them. I even thought about formally titling this video archive footage. Should you even edit it? Because I think you should. I just can't stand the idea that I do not create something out of it, that I do not have something that I can look back onto. I just want to have something that really not only brings back the memories and the experience, but also the feelings I felt back then. Something that makes me want to look back on all this, what I've experienced, what I lived through, and kind of compare where have I been back then and where I am now, even if it's just a video like this, making me look back on our memories and our time in Bali. And what I would do at the end of this video is to really encourage you to create something out of your memories. It may be a print that you hang up on your wall at home. It may be a photo book you sometimes actually take a look at, because we just tend to use physical things more than digital memory thingies. I don't know. Is that actually even true? Is there a study about that? Is that scientifically proven? Anyway, that's just me telling you, do something with it. It may also be a vlog you only do for yourself, or you actually upload to the internet, or any other kind of video that kind of translates these thoughts and feelings of back then to actually now. Like I've done with this video about my whole thought process about living the moment and capturing it. And if you found this video helpful, informative, or entertaining at least, show me something. If you liked it, let me know by actually clicking on that like button. Leave a comment if you have a question, or if you actually have an opinion that you would like to share. Like, we can argue, we can discuss, we can have a fight, like bring it on. And except for that, if you haven't subscribed yet, I would love if you would do that, and actually also hit that notification bell so you get notified when a new video comes up. Hugs and drugs, love and madness. Thanks for being here. Thanks for watching. Peace.
We're all packing up, we're already moving out. I didn't film much here. Time to leave, huh? Yes. Bye bye, Asia.